This remote controls the direction and speed of the motor, and I will show you exactly how to build it. In the previous video, we used this remote to turn the fan on and off again. Now we are upgrading this project so different buttons control different motor speeds. We're going to set button 1 as the slowest speed on the DC motor up to button 5 being the fastest speed, the top speed of the DC motor, and the buttons in between will be increments. This is our circuit diagram showing the Arduino, the power supply, the L293 motor controller, and the motor itself. So you can see here the power dip is the chip we're using. And you can see that this is a push-pull 4-channel driver with diodes. It's a very fancy name for basically a motor controller chip that can run two motors at the same time with pin configuration on the left-hand side equal to the pin configuration on the right-hand side. So if we go over here to our diagram, you can see on pin 1, we have it connected to the pin 5 on the Arduino. Pin 2 is connected to pin 4, and pin 3 is, in our case, it's the red lead of the motor. And then pin 4 is ground. Pin 5 is also ground, so no need for us to connect it. And pin 6 is the other output that goes to the motor. And pin 7 is an input, and that goes to pin 3 in the Arduino. And finally, pin 8 on the chip, it goes to the 5-volt power supply on our board here. Quickly, this is the wiring diagram for the IR receiver. So we have from the Y on the IR receiver, we're going to one of these squiggly inputs. It can be, yeah, pin 9, 10, or 11. So here it's 11. I actually have it on 9, as you'll see later in my program. And then we just need to power it up. So the red wire goes to the 5 volts and the ground goes to ground on the Arduino. Pro tip, always connect the ground from the IR receiver to the ground in the Arduino, not to the power supply, because you get interference then from the fan. Now let's do some coding. From my last video, this is where we left off. So we declared all of our pins. We declared direction as an output, direction 2 as an output, motor speed pin as an output, and then we did digital write and analog write for the motor speed. And then we set up power on equal to this hex value and power off equal to this hex value. So what we'll do now is we're going to set different speeds. So motor speed 0 is off. Motor speed 255 is max speed. So we're going to go into increments and we're going to put different speeds for different buttons. So we'll start off here and 1 will be the lowest speed and 5 will be the highest speed. So for the ease of getting through this video, I've already figured out that 100 is actually the lowest speed. So what we'll do is power on. So if we copy one of these, um, okay, power off, 0, so power off, power off. Okay, we'll copy this loop and we will start again, right? So we know that this hex value here is for power off. So what's the hex value for power, for say 1? So let's press number 1. And you can see here in the serial monitor that this is the hex value for 1. So now let's set that up. FF30CF. And we're going to call that speed 1. So then if my value is equal to speed 1, we're going to set the motor speed to be 100. Okay, now let's just build that. Okay, right, so let's test it. So it's coming on. If we turn it off, Turn it on. Speed 1. And there we go. We can see that it's completely slowed down. In fact, it has stopped and it just needs a bit of a... Okay. Maybe let's try 120. It just needs a little bit more power to go to start off, but once it goes, then it won't stop. So let's just do this again for 120. We'll set this maybe at the minimum speed. I was working this earlier and 100 was enough, but it seems 120 is possibly the minimum speed that will make the motor rotate. Okay, it looks like it's compiled, so let's try that. Number 1. Okay, 1. All right. So we can see that this is probably the lowest speed. You can see the fan is barely rotating there at power speed 1. Okay, so let's just turn off that for now, and we will just copy and paste this block of code again, and we'll set speed 2. Okay, so copy, paste. So let's press button number 2. And we can see down here, this is our hex code for number 2. So let's set this now. FF18E7. And that is speed 2. So if my value is equal to speed 2, let's look, it doesn't have to be exact. We'll set a ballpark figure, yeah, about say 150. Okay, and let's build that. Okay, that's compiled. Now we will turn it on. So on is full speed. Let's try number 1. Okay, now let's try speed number 2. Yeah, you can see there it's clearly sped up a bit. Good. Now just let's turn this off, and we will do a copy and paste again and do number 3. Let's see what the hex code is for 3. Let's press 3, and here we go. So it's FF7085. So we'll set that speed 3. Speed 3, and we'll go to 180. Remember, 255 is the highest speed. So we'll run that. Okay, that's compiling there now. So let's turn it on, and we'll go to straight to number 3. Serial monitor. Let's press 3. Yeah, there we go. So let's go back to 1. Very slow. 2. A little bit faster. 3. A little bit faster still. Perfect. Now let's do 2 more real quick, and then we'll leave it at that. So I'm going to go straight in, do number 4. So if I press 4, 4. Yeah, this is my hex code for 4. My magic hex code for 4. Okay, that's 4. If it's speed 4, then do this. Let's go to 210. Okay. And instead of testing this, I'm just going to go straight ahead and go to speed 5. If I press 5, here's my hex code. Okay, let's go. Oops. Okay, let's FF38C7. If it's 5, this speed 5. And then we'll go, yeah, we'll go with top speed 255. Why not? All right, let's compile this. Okay, this is compiling. Right, let's turn it on. Let's go straight to pin 1 again. Sorry, button 1. Speed 1. Speed 2. Speed 3. Speed 4. And you can see it definitely speeding up there. And then top speed. Speed 5. Beautiful. Okay, and then turn it off. Okay. Now, last thing we want to do here is change direction. So if we are going to change direction, we're going to have to change these digital rights. So direction 1 will be low and direction 2 will be high. Just switching them around basically. So what I will do, I'll copy this again and we will use the same block. So I'm going to use this key here. See this rewind key for changing direction of the motor. So if I press that, let's see what the hex code is for this. Okay. So if our hex code is equal to FF22DD, my value is reverse motor. If reverse motor. So I'm going to go low and high. So I've checked the data sheet for you, and this is how you change direction of the motor. So no need to go and so if right, so we're going. This is called reverse motor. This one here. Okay, and yeah, I guess we're going to have to change the motor speed back to the way it was. We will use the other one for that. So we will use this forwards key. Okay, so if I press that, okay, I got the hex code. As you can see down here, this is our hex code for the forwards. FFC23D. We'll just do forward motor. And so if it's equal to forward motor, it should change direction. So back to high, and this direction to low. Right, let's try that. Okay, that seems to be compiling there. So now let's turn it on. And let's try to press this button, the reverse button. Whoa, did you see that? It quickly changed direction. Forwards. Reverse. Forwards. Okay. So that's it, guys. Today we've looked at setting the fan at different speeds, and we have changed the direction of the motor speed. And that's it for today. So if you're interested in following along, please like and subscribe. And if you're interested in getting the same components I have, you can check the link in the description for the link to the Elegoo Starter Kit, which contains all of these components, which covers all 33 lectures, all 33 tutorials, which I will be doing in due course. So thanks, guys, and see you soon.